I had no idea what I was getting into with this one here that I'm doing right now. I didn't know it was about a topic so close to me. So if you don't want to hear me rant for 20 minutes straight, uh, I don't know what to tell you. Before I start this one, I gotta warn you. I got really triggered. But if you are a real and actually somewhat decent human being who does not mind hearing others speak for any reason whatsoever, whenever and however, for no reason whatsoever, then a word of caution. This one gets rough. Oh, shoot. I'm not streaming right now. That was a mistake. Fuck. Gotta do a retake. Rah! Well, hello there. Did I get your attention? So, I'm back. I'm moved. I'm in a converted garage for the moment. I'm alive and well and somewhat maybe safe. Hopefully, my ex doesn't try to end me again indirectly. But anyway, that all being aside, some people have asked me something, and this is going to end up being my reply. So, for those of y'all who saw the other Five Finger Death Punch video that I did, a bunch of y'all came out and said, "You gotta do coming down, you motherfucker." And so I'm like, all right. Oh, motherfucker. So this from Five Finger Death Punch. Coming down. All right. You ready? I'm ready. I like Five Finger Death Punch no matter what. So I'll pre-like. I pre-liked it. Yes, get mad at me. Ah, fight. Let's go. It almost got me, except their performative part of it didn't really land, unfortunately. They did their best with that one. They did their best with that. However, I'm gonna say this right immediately. I've actually found a battle buddy overseas. First deployment ever. The dude was getting divorced, right? Evil Western females doing evil Western female things, of course. He'd done no wrong, did everything right, everything asked of him, and more. Still got cheated on, left and divorced, and everything taken from him, all on the same deployment. Well, it was only a few months after we got there, and he ended up missing. So we were tasked to find him. Now, back then, at the time, it was a SOP that if someone's missing for 24 hours, right, whole base has to do a search. SOP for us as the individual unit there, it was 15. Because everybody was in constant contact, checking up on everybody, right? And as an up and coming NCO, that was one of my first and foremost duties. We found him at a latrine. Now, people had reported hearing shots earlier. Quite a few shots. He was a saw gunner. And He was damn good with that saw. Fucking artist. The dude would have fun at the range by literally making tiny smiley faces while zeroing. He could hit targets beyond what the saw is supposed to be capable of. He was damn good. Shit, I was hoping to recommend him for like sniper school or something like that. He was a good shot. Well, we had to take our weapons everywhere with us, of course. He took his saw. Not his sidearm, which is a Beretta M9 at the time. Not his sidearm. His saw. And when I searched his chew and found he left his sidearm, I knew something was horribly fucking wrong. Well, he had gone to a latrine in perfect fucking uniform. This kid was usually a bit of a mess. Kind of lazy. Very good and skilled, but kind of lazy. But he was in perfect fucking uniform. In fact, I didn't know he had a uniform that fucking crisp taken with him. Shit, I didn't even know he had boots that fucking good. He had eaten his saw in perfect uniform, shiny boots. And he only took a belt of 10. One burst did it. Straight through the top of the skull. All over the place. It wasn't because of the war. It wasn't because he had fucked up. And it wasn't because of the military, the uniform, treatment, none of that. All for just some pendeja. A mija diablo. A colera. Over just some whore. That's what she was. Nothing more. Do I seem like I was triggered yet? Slightly. Well, I kind of was. All right. I am back, refreshed, ready to go. Let's keep jumping in, shall we? Now, some people are going to be pissed off when I say evil Western females doing evil Western female things, or saying whore or hoe or whatever. I don't give a shit. I call it a spade. And data and statistics about that backs me up 100%, and it's reason, logic, and facts. Now, if you aren't offended by any of that, you know what that means? None of that applies to you. If the shoe don't fit, don't try to wear it. That being said, let's get back into the sob fest, because I was able to hold back tears. That's a success for me.
Solid ground. I tried to look the other way, but I couldn't turn around. It's okay for you to hate me for all the things I've done. I've made a few mistakes, but I'm not the only one. Step away.
You know what? I am quite triggered, actually. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to put an intro to this one, though. I didn't know that this was about something so close to the heart for me, right? I had no idea, right? I've been very much lacking in entertainment the past 30 plus years of a career, right? With a career, right? So there's a lot of shit I haven't heard, I haven't seen, ain't known nothing of. But this is something I know a shit ton about. I know a lot about this because I've tried it. Yes, me, tough old gruff, retired super fucking grunt who went to hell and back, survived everything everybody else didn't fucking survive, and despite many attempts against me, am still alive. Yeah, I've hit those points 3 different times. And according to all science and medical professionals that were involved, none of them know how I survived. Hell, nobody can explain how I survived all the shit I did uh, uh, during the GWAT and shit. And during the campaigns. So yeah, 3 times. 3 times. Didn't want to use a firearm because, well, that leaves a bigger mess. Also, you can mess up. I know a couple of people that attempted it with a firearm, and it took them a very, very long time to pass on. And they were suffering horribly. Horribly, horribly so. And now they're resting in peace, right? Or at least I hope they are. Who knows if what you suffer here follows you after. But yeah, I tried one method where you use something that's kind of like string, trying to avoid getting on YouTube's more horrible side. From 2 stories, I jumped. Woke up the next day, pretty early in the morning, in so much freaking pain. And absolutely, completely, and totally just in agony. From 2 stories. All I did was make me pass out for a while. Hell, even the doc that I, technically lied to, even they couldn't figure it out. They didn't understand how I didn't get the fracture of the hanger man. They couldn't figure it out. Especially with my size and weight. Probably could have popped straight off. But no. I'm still here. Either fortunately or unfortunately remains to be fucking seen. Second time, it's the things that you take that come from a capsule, right? Usually nobody survives 5,000 milligrams of something mixed with something else. I'm sure some of y'all will be able to Google that and immediately find the result. 5,000 milligrams of it. And this stuff, when abused, completely shuts your body down entirely. All the way to the floor. Or it's supposed to. I guess I'm immune or something. Third time, it was a mixture of alcohol and the aforementioned capsule pills. Again, except twice the dosage on the capsules, and somewhere around like 3 gallons of vodka. Yes, you heard me right. My tolerance is fucking insane. Even getting treatments and stuff like that, I've got to, sign shit and tell them stuff where they're like, this'll be tough. Took them in combination for a whole freaking day. I started, I started like Friday morning because, we only had a morning formation, then we had a 3-day weekend. Hilariously enough, it was a 3-day weekend on my birthday. A couple of weeks after I had started my divorce from my ex-wife, my first ex-wife, who had not only cheated on me with 7 men, all of which were just garbage, but also she put us into debt in the hundreds of thousands. Coming back from that deployment, I was planning on, retiring and then, spending the rest of our lives doing a vacational adventure. I lost everything. I was homeless for years and still served. I just acted like I was living anywhere. Jumping on couches and shit, too. But most of the time, sleeping in a vehicle or a car or a truck. Or finding abandoned places, right? So, anyway, the attempts were before I ended up homeless. But, yeah, I was homeless and in uniform. Get on my fucking level. But, and I still didn't sell it my country. You fuckwads that did for some cheap cash. Anyway, sorry. Long rant fucking over. This video is too fucking long now. I've attempted. Survived all 3. No one can explain to me to this day why and how. But I've been here. And recently, many times over again. So yeah. I'm triggered. If anybody still uses that shit anymore. I'm very triggered. And I know everything about this.
Was there ever any question on how much I could take? You kept feeding me your bullshit, hoping I would break. Is there anybody
Wait a minute. Which one was that? I am very sure that's the same fucking brand. Hold up a second. This is going to be a long one, but I have to fucking know. Where are you? Where are you? No, it's the sticker label thing. Where is sticker label? Are they gone now? Did they end in the, I don't know, 15 years since this song fucking came? I guess so. It's freaking wild. Talk about getting triggered multiple times in the same video. This looks exactly like a brand that was kind of like a military special And this was in okay, so it was a military special type brand that has this exact same fucking label. That exact label. And you could get it in these like plastic jugs that were basically a gallon. That's the same fucking one I used. Holy shit. This is becoming a bit more than just a reaction. It feels like fucking coincidental fate or some bullshit. Let me know what you think of the comments, but this is fucking wild seeing this to me.
Think I would break. Is there anybody out there? Is there anyone who cares? Is there anybody listening? Will they hear my final prayers? Step away from the ledge. I'm coming down. I could never be what you want me to. You pull me under to save yourself. You will never see what's inside of me. I pull you under just to save myself. It's caving in around me. It's tearing me apart. It's all coming down around me. Does anyone care at all? I will never be.
Fucking amen. It's just a little bit to hear and watch. Just a little bit. Fuck. Because it's so fucking real. God damn it. I've got a lot more videos to do today. I can't get suckered in deeply. But yeah. It be like that. It be like that. But yeah. I did something similar. I tried to sell off everything or give away everything I could. But first I tried to give it away to everybody in the unit. You know, hey, you want my TVs and shit? Here, come get them. I just made the excuse like, hey man, like, I just need a refresh. Nobody wanted anything I had. Wait, except for Nelson. But he only wanted his K-pot back. His Kevlar. He forgot it at my place because he had to crash there for a bit. Right after training and everything. We were just too freaking tired. Anyway, let's continue.
What you want me to, you pull me under. I pull you under.
Oh yeah, and to answer the question asked earlier in the song, is there anyone that cares? Well, according to the numbers, the answer is no. Because, unfortunately, in the vast majority of cases, no one's ever going to care for you as much as you can for yourself. And nowadays it's even worse because we're so fractured as a culture and society. Family is just seen as a whatever thing. It doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, I'm going to stop fucking ranting. Let's go. Getting chased by demons.
I could never be what you want me to. You pull me under to save yourself. You will never see what's inside of me. I pull you under just to save myself. Save myself.
Man, I was always envious or jealous of those who had like stuff like this. Like I said, my family's, I've mentioned it in other videos, my family's screwed. They're fractured, fucked up, and it's bad. And I had a few friends commit, the self ending in high school, too. And it was still shocking. Now, people getting murdered and killed and whatever, like all that other stuff, nah, I got used to that over time. That stuff you can get used to. But anytime someone wrote a note or a letter and a bunch of people read it and somebody saved it and framed it or something and did a RIP memorial and all that, and they had everybody turning out and everywhere up for them, I was envious, jealous, because they all had someone like that, and many of them, while I never did. Well, it says at the end here, don't ignore a chance to get help for yourself or someone you know who might be in crisis. Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK, 8255, suicidepreventionlifeline.org. And I am very sorry to everyone, but the vast majority of the time, this stuff's useless. The vast majority of the time. The amount of cases that it's just the only way to truly save somebody, right? The only way to truly keep somebody close until death do us part naturally is to have strong bonds, relationships, and to be family. That's the only way. There is no other alternative. So, let's continue. Okay, that's the end of it. All right. Quite the emotional roller coaster of one. So, request from the comment section. Five Finger Death Punch. Coming down. I might as well sub. I like them. But yeah, the freaking those cartoons and stuff that were, exemplifying everything were just they were great too. But yeah, um, apparently they're touring again, so good luck everybody that can afford to do that. Well, anyway, I'm gonna stop doing that. What do y'all think? Um, I've said everything I'm gonna. Um, that's it. Be good. Sometimes people don't know it, but they save lives just by being good people. Just by, being nice. Even if it's pretending. Even if it's an act. There's people who have saved many others because they do this. And they actually do save people who have just had the worst fucking day of their life. And it's all over. And a nice jovial conversation, a smile, and some laughter went a long freaking way. Or simply helping any way you can. That's actually saved lives from those who don't even know they did it. So be good. If I could ask anything of anyone, that's all. And be safe. Don't compromise safety and security for nobody and nothing. Death and disaster is only a second away. Do what you can today. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I am Badger7 Actual, the formerly homeless veteran. Last Cat Badger out.